couldn't just do a standard 9 till 5 job. I was limited on what I could do job-wise. It kind of caught my eye in the back of the paper. So it was the only option. It was just convenient, and the money was appealing as well. So kind of took it from there, really. But for me, it was just about paying the bills. You shouldn't really judge people on the position they're in at the time and the reasons why they have to go and do what they do to earn money. But I mean, you see paid free girls every day. That's kind of accepted, and you know. But then still nobody wants their daughter doing it or their sister. So you still have this attitude about it. But it was just a means to paying financial situations. So. No, I like doing it. I did have fun. I got kicks out of it, let's put it that way. I got a kick from it. So asking them a couple of questions, you could pretty much engage which character you were going to be. Quite often, like, somebody would mention straight away about, do you have big tits, or, you know, I like blondes, what do you look like? So yeah, you could pretty much choose your character from there. Well, my inspiration came from my own fantasies, really. I kind of came up with a few characters and names and what they were wearing, how they would dress. For example, I had Jessica, because it's a steady character. And it's not how I am in my everyday life. I'm not like that. I just have a dark side that likes to come out every now and then, but who had big breasts, she's double D, and she always wore black silk dresses, stockings, suspenders, and then you can just go with it if the caller sort of starts asking what you look like or what you're wearing and things like that. I never had to go into details that much about her life. It was literally just physical appearance, what she was wearing, a bit about her mood and her taste, and she was quite an aggressive lover, so she would always be quite dominant. And I think most of the callers quite liked the dominance of her character. Certainly, you have to create something, because they have their fantasy, and that's how they like it to be. And it obviously, if they knew what the other person really looked like, it would ruin that fantasy. So, but then I just could never get my head around it, thinking that surely, you know, the caller knows that you're not really sitting there in your stockings and suspenders, you know. But the idea is you just really want to try and keep the caller on for as long as possible. You have to have a character. You have to. How you act in your everyday life is not how you act on a stage when you're performing, or, you know, the same as an actor or an actress. You'd have to get up there and get into character. So I would find I'd say things that perhaps I wouldn't normally have said, just because I've got so used to being this character and her role and everything. So yeah, it would come out. It would. I'd say things when we were in bed and then laugh about it afterwards, because I probably really shouldn't have. It wasn't necessary to say what I was saying, basically. Coming away from it, you think about that person. So for me, I didn't really like that person, so I just wouldn't want to be looked down upon, basically. I just feel like I'm not a good person because of what I do. It can hinder relationships, when you can have something quite comfortable and going really well, and then you can basically fuck everything up because you have this other side to your personality. Now, I'm fine about it now, because at the time it was a means to an end, and it supported me financially, kept a roof over my head from that point of view. You know, I won't say I'm proud of what I did, but it was a means to an end at the time, so it made me who I am, really, I guess. But no, it did, it worked nicely around my everyday life, so yeah, I'd probably go back and have another go.